3, 2, 1. Hello! Today, we are playing Subnautica with the new model. Last time it was an experiment. This time I'm actually doing it with the full model, with the real one that I'm using. The other character will be turned into a TTS bot at a later time whenever I figure out all that, you know. And also whenever I figure out how to stream on both Twitch and YouTube. Just gotta wait for Subnautica to boot up. Just so you guys know, there might be a few uh other appearances. What is it? Yeah, it's this key. Shift this there, there, there.
In three.
Yeah, so I don't think I need to say this. Oh, but uh if you struggle with flashing lights, you know, eh, tell me in the comments, do you want me to do it so where my model's lighting is is always this, or it's uh behaved by the game? I do also need to turn up my tracking so it's more often. Also, do not mind any voices you might hear in the background. That just happens from time to time. You know, side effect.
You have suffered minor head trauma. This is considered enough.
I don't care.
EDA has now rebooted mode with one directive to keep you alive on an alien world. Refer to the data bank for detailed survival advice. Good luck.
The only real things I need are these. Alright. So, first thing we will need is obviously the standard flippers. Also need the scanner, survival knife, and then these. So, I don't know why. Oh, that fixed it. Okay. Somewhat. It somewhat fixed the issue, but not enough. maybe? Yeah, that definitely helped. So what we'll also need to do is, which recipe do we not need? I guess we don't really need the flashlight. Uh, the only thing we'll need to pin from here is the battery. Alright.
Aurora orbital phase cores unknown. Detected.
Oh, right, we need to get rubber, which is creepvine seed clusters, meaning we'll need to find a seed cluster. Sorry for any, like, lag you might see, especially with my model. Alright, it's fine. If my model lags at all, it's just the situation of sometimes things don't always behave right, and since Subnautica is not a small game by any means, you know, we're gonna get the seed clusters, because it's only one, if I'm correct. But I'm gonna grab enough. Yeah, that was too close. I might just start working on trying to get the um well, middle salvage is pretty good actually. I don't know. Anyways, that's enough for one of these. Where I will then craft the survival knife.
Were removed from standard survival blue following the massacre on Abraxas Prime. Life remains the only exception. New acquired. The fabricator draws available data to provide environment appropriate equipment. Available materials. For your safety, they cannot be overridden.
So we need copper, and then sulfur. But yeah, our goal is to get, hmm, um, our goal will be to at least get the thing for the blueprints for the Sea Glide, I guess. So for the first video of the Subnautica series, I'll do it, with the lighting, and then the second video I'll do it without the dynamic. And y'all just tell me what you think of it. Right, sulfur is gained from in here. Quartz ain't bad by any means. So that gives me access to glass.
Copper,
Good.
all powered ability. Bible has distinct.
No? Maybe?
36.
And that is the... Alright. That is enough for our repair tool. The battery,
Acquired.
and finally the scanner.
Be used from salvaged technology. Record alien biological.
So now we can unmark that. Also unmark these two. I guess a flashlight wouldn't be terrible. The high capacity. We have enough for a second battery. So we can then craft the flashlight. And unmark that.
The data bank. Scan complete. Vital signs normal. Continuing to monitor.
Alright. So yeah. Um, our goal for today is to get the sea glide mainly. The habitat builder wouldn't be a bad idea, so we would need CPU wire, needs table coral, yeah, I got you. First of the two sea glide fragments. And there's a second one.
Acquired.
Then there's the grav trap.
The Auroras.
Ooh, that could actually be bad. Yeah, I got you. But do tell me though, do you guys like the dynamic lighting, or do you guys want static lighting? Copper wiring will be... Honestly, getting a sea glide would not be hateful. I crafted the wrong thing.
Is essential function of vehicles. Power plant.
Oh, I do have copper. I need 2 copper for that. Also, is that gold? Where do I get gold from? Well, either we go straight for the sea glide, we could work for, I do remember how you can get, so that's more titanium. I can't scan creature eggs. Kinda dumb, but understood. There's the copper I needed. So we'll need to craft 2 batteries, actually. Grav trap. Ooh, beacon. That's good. Okay, so
Against diverse, even net.
we need more quartz. Quartz is made from, glass is made from 2 quartz. So we need 4 quartz for 2 bits of glass. And then we'll need 1 piece of titanium. And if I'm correct, in these areas, if you find a cluster, it's not limestone that I need. It's like some other material. Dangerous. Hmm. Well,
Life on this planet grows in distinct and diverse ecological biome. Further study recommend.
okay. Salt.
East wiring are an essential habitat. Be advised, common complication, aid diet, loss of orient, followed by
If we can just get one thing of gold, that's the gold. Now we can head back to the escape pod. Yeah, I know. We'll need 2 batteries. Because, yeah, the habitat module. Our objective right now is at least to get the sea glide. But, if we can also get the, habitat module, that would be really nice because then we can start building habitats. However, once the aurora explodes, we will need a radiation suit. But that isn't for right now, because that is a scripted event.
This is LifePod 3 uploading our coordinates. We're plugging some holes in our emergency guide, so if we're late for the rendezvous, don't panic. Also, don't go home without us. 3 out.
location uploaded EDA.
Alright.
Acquired.
I'll need to take off my O2 tank. I can then craft the upgrade. And also the rebreather, which I will need fiber mesh for, and then a wiring kit. Was it just 2 for a battery? Yeah, it was just 2, so I'll need to craft... I'll need 4 of these, as well as some copper. And also titanium, but... There's 1... Oh! Hi, Ark! I am currently recording a video on Subnautica. I haven't recorded a video on Subnautica yet. Subnautica 1. I'm currently working towards getting Sea Glide as yeah, Sea Glide, Habitat Builder, and Rebreather. Should be enough for 2 batteries. Now I just need to get the copper wiring, and then enough silver anyways. Say hi to YouTube. Yes. Yeah, that will be everything I will need for the Sea Glide.
For effective exploration. For your safety, please pack supplies for long journey. Stay within 5 kilometers of the nearest life pod or habitat.
Let's go. Okay. We will need to get some more silver. We'll need 4 silver total. So we can get the so we'll get the rebreather first because that's just so much more useful. Where is your PDA?
PDA data.
And also the compass.
Blueprint acquired.
Compass ain't terrible. Salt. Creature egg. We need sandstone, not limestone. If I'm correct, sandstone spawns in, yes. I don't need lead. Well, right now at least. If I'm correct, I will need lead later. Right? Arc. I thought you've played Subnautica. Hmm. I mean, okay, how do I craft the compass? Copper wiring and the wiring kit. So if I wanted to craft the compass, it's not like I would really need the compass, but you know. I know literally little to nothing about Subnautica 2. I don't really plan on recording a video for that until the full game comes out, not just the preview. 30 seconds of oxygen remain. You stay away from me. I don't... I guess I can pick up the lead. Even though I don't need it right now. Bro, I just refilled all my oxygen. Okay, I might actually die. I can now see why the rebreather is so important. I might just go straight for that instead of... What? Also, this will be my first video with the model. Um, the rebreather is kind of a bit... The rebreather's more important than the habitat. However, that doesn't mean I don't plan on getting the rebreather.
Ozzy from the cafeteria. What the hell, guys? They didn't warn us this might happen. Our pod was almost crushed by the Seamoth Bay on the way down. Now we're hanging on the edge of a cave system. Get us already.
Location upload.
Yeah, well, this is a good time to get some more sandstone stuff. Ooh, the mobile vehicle bay. Lead. How much of my inventory is for lead? I don't need gold right now. What I need is freaking silver. Perfect. One thing is silver. Past the red grass.
To a nearby cave and continue leading to unknown environmental biome. Integrating new PDA data.
First piece of the Seamoth fragment. We will now also have enough to make
30.
the habitat builder, which will be pretty good for later down the line, you know? The Aurora is likely to explode soon. I just have an assumption with that. But yeah.
The Aurora drive core.
Yep. Yep. That would be correct. it is gonna explode soon. The final tool I will need for now, the habitat builder.
Withstand environmental.
So I need a hatch. Let's start with the eyepiece. It just needs titanium. We will install solar panels. Should be fine. Shouldn't be terrible to get. Okay. Titanium.
Sulfur is a necessity. The repair tool.
I already have sulfur. I already have the repair tool. Did I accidentally speedrun so fast that I broke the order of which I should get the notifications? That's funny, actually. Um, you think making a habitat right nearby my
This is Life Pod 6. I have a passenger
escape pod?
attached. Landed a kilometer from the crash site, but the radiation us and the rendezvous. Request immediate assistance. 6 out.
Signal interrupted. Approximate transmission origin recorded to date bank.
Excuse me. Honestly, I think down here will be my safest bet. You'll start with an eye compartment. But yeah, for right now, I think that is where I'm gonna end it off, guys. I will continue to build the base um up and get some more progress in. But until then, uh have a nice day.